Okay, I'm pulling out the lazy card. Hey, I don't feel like editing a video today, so this is how it's going to be done. Well, my friends, it's official. After the decade of waiting, and so much hype, and the sketchy months coming up to its release, I have seen the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And you know what? I actually thought it was pretty good. No, it wasn't perfect, but I'll get into that during this video. I mean, my overall opinions are that this movie was definitely made for the fans. You can feel the passion that was put into it from beginning to end, with so many details from Matt Pat's cameo to Sparky being in the movie. I'm not going to show a frame of that because I don't know if I'm allowed to, but you know, that's there. And as my group of friends were watching this movie, it felt unreal that this was like actually coming out. Because FNAF was a massive part of our childhoods. And we stopped believing it was going to actually come out like 4 years ago. And then it just suddenly happened. I mean, like, as we were sitting there, we were just thinking about the fact that we used to sit down at like the lunch table in 5th grade talking about what the minigames in FNAF 2 meant. So it was wild. But now that's enough nostalgia for this video. While there was a lot of really good things about the movie, and I really liked it overall, I would even watch it again. Because I'm a fan of the series. I can understand how non-fans of the franchise would not care about the movie that much. So ultimately, I'm gonna be kind of talking about why the critics feel the way they do and why the fans feel the way that they do. So let's get my biggest problem out of the way to start off here. William Afton wasn't really around enough. Matthew Lillard killed it in the scenes that he was in, but he was just kind of there, gave Mike a job, and then like shoved at us at the end of the movie and died. And I think that that's an objective problem for both critics and fans alike. William Afton is a major part of the game franchise, and the fact that he was barely there and honestly not really explored that much is kind of a problem just objectively. And the sad thing is that I feel like the only thing that they needed to do to make it better was make him call every night, because he already like said see you on the flip side at the end of his one phone call, which is a nod to a phone guy in the first FNAF saying that. So it really wouldn't have been hard just to make him call and say a little something every night to make him feel more present in the film. And also it would add to his reveal of being William Afton, but it was like the only other like adult character introduced, so it wasn't really like a it's him! But again, when he was on screen, great. Loved it. But there's only so much you can do whenever, I think over the whole movie, he has like 10 minutes of screen time. Moving on though from that problem, I think it was an odd choice to have like Mike, Abby, and the 5 animatronics become like besties. Randomly. And like, I get it. They're still kids, but I would have liked for them to be threatening and lethal for a bit longer. Because, like, after they're all homies, they're really not that scary. Which sucks, because my favorite part of the movie was whenever the intruders came in to start breaking shit at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria to get this guy fired whenever he's not on shift? That didn't really make sense to me. But whenever the intruders came in and Freddy and the gang just fucked him up. Like, they... dead as hell. I mean, there's a scene whenever, like, one of the arms of the kids, like, come out from Freddy's mouth and just, like, pull him in, and then Freddy just, like, bites him in half. It's really, really well done. Though it did make me agree a bit with the it should have been R-rated, opinion. Also, going along with the R-rated side tangent, at the end of the movie, William Afton gets spring-locked, and a lot of people say that they really liked it, and I don't think Matthew Lillard did a bad job. It just didn't feel gruesome enough to me. Like, the act of getting spring-locked is a very painful thing that is explained heavily in the games, how painful it is. But, like, William Afton's just like, I always come back. Also, Vanessa felt kind of redundant. I feel like they would have been a better character if, instead of being William Afton's daughter, they were just someone who was a fan of the establishment when it was still open and had like weird fun facts about it, like the murders, like, but they would also be surprised if animatronics were suddenly just possessed by dead children. I feel like it was really like, oh yeah, they are, aren't they? Hate it when that happens. But those are like my overall largest complaints about the movie. I liked it a lot, and I would watch it again. I don't think it was a bad movie by any means. It had its flaws, but every movie does. But if you're one of the few people who clicked on this video, like, oh, should I watch the movie? First of all, sorry for the spoilers. And second, you do it. It's really good, and if you're a longtime fan of FNAF, you will find a lot of things you enjoy about it. But I think this movie will always hold a historic place in my heart, as it will probably be the movie I'll always have waited the longest for, since it was like teased in 2014. So, but honestly, I don't really have anything else to say. That's my thoughts on the movie. With that, it's been an honor, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.